Can you hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me now? Mama's dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Armadillos and the Arizona Cardinals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Shit, this got off work. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. He's got daylight, the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And
he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team. Because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game. hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one
that's
away.
what I like to do. Yeah. The first one's the one I like to
That'll be
choose.
taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, this last patch I didn't like.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They messed the screen. The screen's been messed up from the get-go.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. McKinnon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 34 yards there at a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They get it to him running left. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll toss it to Breida, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the
I can't play no game.
Set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a
somebody
script
either
to start the ball game.
schedules on that,
scripts go between
or they don't
24 and 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try to generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 56 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
I ain't saying nothing about it. Just somebody was talking about it. I be seeing them pros be doing that too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. from the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They run it with McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short, and a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
Yep.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill. Come on, with desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this time, Rosen will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from the desert after this. Third and long here for Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I won't be running that no more.
Ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense
see
the
that.
relief,
I'm
though,
going right out of
when they
bounds.
only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score.
Oh, come
The coach
on.
would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Garoppolo on first down. Caught left side, Garcon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Damn it.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hey, alert 48! Over!
Rosen to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Rosen to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on
93
defense?
speed.
Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
He's not got a 99 overall.
He's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever
Let me run it slow.
Figure it out. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Yeah.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule,
Yeah,
staying ahead of
really
the sticks,
easy to
whatever you
do.
want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. Room here to run.
No,
And he
that's
gets
too
this
easy
one
to
just
do.
shy
Way
of
too
40.
easy.
They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The son Reddick in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Yeah,
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And pressure gets to him again. The son Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their way.
And he's going to go down again. The son Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Okay, good kid.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish
coach
things off. That's how we can get it done.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Oh, okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now you don't be playing 2K.
The numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, okay.
Gun!
They go to Johnson again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about
Nah,
that.
I don't
If they
play
can actually
touch.
get
I just
production
play
from their
man.
lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and revert.
Oh, my God.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's McKinnon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
I ain't blocked the punch
All
here.
right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted,
I think it's
but the necessary first step.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get close to the end zone to block the punch for some reason.
They got to get it the least.
I wasn't even trying
to. Get the ball back, preferably.
Oh, that dude failed.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top.
Hit that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
Oh, my
And he
God.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Oh, man.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Garoppolo. Gotta have this one.
Wrong down button.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Oh, come on.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This will be taken short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Yeah.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Oh, come on.
That goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll lift to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To throw is Rosen, dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's it.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I think I got it. I just don't run.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now back out comes the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Garoppolo on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The son Reddick in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The son Reddick in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Yeah.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Rosen will throw. And this one is incomplete. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams